This right here is the MacBook Air 13-inch M3. This is one of my absolute favorite laptops to use for a number of reasons. And the biggest one has to be the battery life, the screen quality, and just the overall lightness, thinness, and just versatility of this device. And you might be a little shocked because you're like, hey, aren't you someone who reviews a lot of PCs? And yeah, you're going to be right. I do review a lot of PCs. I'm a PC guy. I'm also an Apple guy. I'm also a Linux guy. I float between all three on the daily, but this right here is something that I absolutely love. And, full disclosure, it was sent this by Apple. So, no, they're not paying me to say anything right now. I'm not reading the script because I'm literally looking at the camera right now and talking to you. This has been something that's been a game changer for me because I've got gaming laptops that I use. I love them. Do a lot of video editing on them, a lot of photo editing, rarely gaming because I do have the handheld gaming PCs and I've got a full featured gaming desktop. But I need something for when I travel to different events because now I'm a content creator, I'm a journalist. I do travel to a lot of events. I need to go to mainland and all these other places. And I need a device that's going to just last me where I don't have to feel like I'm always next to a power outlet. And the MacBook Air 13-inch M3 is all that. We're going to talk about that and so much more in this review. So yeah, let's get into it. The MacBook Air 13-inch M3 introduces several enhancements over its predecessor, including a boost in performance, a subtle revised design aimed at minimalizing the appearance of fingerprints, and a more accessible entry price. This model stands out as the optimal laptop choice for the majority, though I advise considering upgrade in memory and storage upon purchase. And the reason I say that is because whatever you get, you're stuck with. And I think for most devices, we should be used to this by now, especially if you're someone who gets a new smartphone every year or 2 years or so. But whatever you get, make sure that's going to be what you need, and then you should be set. Okay. All right, let's get back to the review. Positioned at a starting price that significantly undercuts its predecessor, the latest MacBook Air model directly addresses my primary critique of the preceding M1 and M2 versions and its prohibited initial costs. And in doing so, Apple not only bucks the prevailing trend of escalating prices, but also reduces the M2 model's price, ceasing sales of the M1 variant, though it still remains available through third-party retailers for the time being, and is one hell of a deal if you're going to pick one up. Trust me, if you're going to get an M1 MacBook Air, this is a this right here is still one of the goes. It's all for video editing, photo editing, browsing, Word documents and everything like that. This is really good. So honestly, I mean, if you're not someone who needs the latest and greatest tech, get an M1 MacBook Air. It's still the GOAT. You don't need to get an M2. You definitely don't need to get an M3. But, hey, get this. While the revised pricing of the base M3 model is a welcome development, the persistence of its predecessor's memory and storage specifications in this iteration is less thrilling, particularly given the model's entry point above the $1,000 threshold. And the version that Apple sent to me is the stock one. I don't have a custom one with double the RAM or anything like that. I got the same one that you guys would buy in the store, 256 gigs of storage, 8 gigs of RAM, and that M3 processor chips. So yeah, I'm in the same boat as you guys. I mean, yeah, I didn't pay for it, but at the same time, I'm in the same boat as you guys. So yeah, whatever y'all got, it's the same thing I got. I don't have anything special like a custom higher end model. I got the base one and I'm perfectly fine with it. So yeah. Despite maintaining the design aesthetics of its M2 predecessor, the new MacBook Air 13-inch remains among the most visually appealing options in the thin and light laptop category. Its reduced fingerprint and exceptional battery life exceeding 14 hours on a single charge underscores the suitability for users seeking a portable yet capable device. The MacBook Air 13-inch M3 excels in a variety of tasks, from computing to content creation, all the while maintaining silent operation thanks to its fanless design. The M3 MacBook Air's design evolution, or lack thereof, doesn't detract from its appeal. Rather, it reinforces the device's status as a thoughtfully upgraded offering from a manufacturer at the pinnacle of its industry. The enhancements in performance, coupled with a reduction in price, make it an easy recommendation as the foremost laptop choice currently available. But again, if you have the option of getting an M1 and you don't care about the latest and greatest tech, or even if you do care about the latest and greatest tech and you just want a solid laptop, get the M1 MacBook Air because trust me, it's that damn good. I want to showcase to you guys what the microphone and the camera look like and sound like on the MacBook Air 13-inch with the M3 processor and chipset. So this is what it looks like. I'm using the portrait effect to give the bokeh, and I also have noise isolation turned on, which is built into it. Mainly because I'm sitting, as you can see, right next to an air conditioner. So I wanted to showcase this to you guys so you can get like a general idea as to what it's like if you were to use this for a conference call, or if you want to use this for doing YouTube videos. I'm actually really blown away with the quality of the camera because I mean it's not quite on the level of my Razer Kio Pro, but it's actually really good. I can actually see myself, just doing videos, just using this itself and using the microphone that's on here. Of course, the microphone's not going to compare to my XLR microphone, but it's still something that's really great. But yeah, if you're curious as to what it sounds like when you use those effects, or even if you want to turn it off, like I'll turn off portrait and I'll turn off the sound voice isolation, and this is what it's going to sound like if you just use nothing. But if you're in a curated room, this is probably going to sound good. But if you're in a noisy room like I'm in right now, it's not going to sound great at all. Let's go ahead and turn that back on and turn this back on as an effect. And yeah, I can actually change it. Like I can turn it all the way off, or I can turn it all the way up and blur everything, get that real nice bokeh effect. And yeah, this is what's going to look like. So, hey, if you're curious, if you didn't know, now you know. From its pricing structure through to the detailed configurations available, including a notable emphasis on AI capabilities with the M3 chip, the MacBook Air 13-inch M3 reflects Apple's ambition to remain at the forefront of laptop innovation. The device's fanless architecture, superior microphone array, and 1080p FaceTime HD camera cater to the demands of modern users. Whether for gaming, AI applications, or simply superior mobile computing, without compromising on battery life or portability. Even as it retains a familiar external appearance, the MacBook Air's adoption of recycled materials and the introduction of a fingerprint-resistant option for certain models illustrates Apple's responsiveness to consumer feedback and its commitment to environmental sustainability. The MacBook Air 13-inch M3 epitomizes a harmonious blend of design, performance, and eco-conscious manufacturing, making it an attractive proposition for those in search of the pinnacle laptop experience, without necessitating the most powerful or largest screen available. And with that being said, that's the review for the MacBook Air 13-inch with the M3 chip. Again, thank you to Apple for sending this over to me for review, but what do you guys think? Do you guys have an MacBook Air M3 model, or do you have an M2 or M1? Or are you still rocking ones with the Intel chips? Whatever your thoughts are, let's go ahead and get the conversation going in the comment section down below. And also, I want to throw another curveball question because at this point, with how the performance of the MacBook Airs, especially with the M1, M2, and M3 chips, have been, are we really at a point where the Pro makes sense? And I understand that there's going to be creators that would need the Pro, but I'm saying more so in the sense of the everyday casual user. Because I think right now, as opposed to getting even a Chromebook or a Windows laptop, the MacBook Air is just the great value overall. Unless you need specific apps and you don't want to do like, you know, boot camp or anything like that to load it on there. But all that being said, I think the MacBook Air, especially with the M3 chip, the M2 and M1, has just really solidified itself as the definitive MacBook experience and the definitive laptop for the everyday user, especially college students and working professionals. All that being said, though, if you guys want to pick up one of these, I'll leave links in the description down below, as well as pin it to the YouTube video so you can be able to see it. But all that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe, be blessed, have aloha. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. No, we hope.